It really comes down to really knowing your lake, your pond, where you're going to go ice fishing. You either take a buddy with you that's grew up fishing that body of water, and they know where all the inlets and outlets and springs are and where the flowing water is. People that know that body of water are going to know where to stay away from. They're going to know where the pressure ridges always form on that lake. Like here's a pressure. This is a perfect example. I'm with a guy that's been out here with a snowmobile and with other friends of his. That he's gotten to know this body of water. He knows where it's safe. Just be safe out there. There's 14 inches of ice here, but we're me and Ed are a couple hours north. Down south, a little further south where we're from, there's only like 10 to 11 inches there. In some places, only 8 or 9 inches of ice. Don't go anywhere unless you know that body of water, unless you know for sure there's enough ice. If we do go ice fishing again, we're going to have to be extremely careful and pick our lake and pond accordingly and just hope that there's enough ice. All right, everyone, I'm standing on a pressure ridge here. Now, in all reality, normally pressure ridges create big humps out in the lakes and ponds, and they're extremely dangerous areas. A lot of times throughout the winter season, the pressure ridge can be extremely unsafe. And as you see, this crack running down through here is a couple inches wide, and it's over 40 degrees today. Tomorrow's going to be in the 50s with driving rain. This pressure ridge is probably going to open up. We'll have gushing, open, running water coming up out of this crack, running all over this ice. And this pressure ridge crack is going to expand tomorrow, and it's going to and now after the warm weather and the rain passes and the cold night comes, it gets back to freezing. This pressure ridge could end up buttoning back up here and forming more of a ridge, and it could end up coming together and being bigger and higher, and also a lot more sketchy. Now you probably know what pressure ridges are, and maybe you don't, and I'm sure you've seen on social media out there and on YouTube videos and Facebook and all that stuff where there's been pictures and video of cars, trucks, or side-by-sides parked on a pressure ridge while they were fishing. They're fools. A lot of times it's idiots out there being foolish, and they're parking their vehicle on the pressure ridge, and they're fishing as the day goes on and the heat comes on, the sun beats down on it. Sometimes that pressure ridge can shift, and it could expand, and flowing water could come up out of the crack, and it could rise. And what happens a lot of times, that vehicle, that side-by-side car, truck, whatever they've got on the ice on that parked on that pressure ridge, it could push up on the vehicle, and then the vehicle's stuck and teeter-totter in there on the pressure ridge. Sometimes people put videos of that out there on social media. I've seen it before, and it's just a foolish thing to do. And then if that individual goes to get back into that vehicle, try to get off that pressure ridge, they're playing Russian roulette, man, with death. I mean, they're chancing it. They could end up falling through that pressure ridge, breaking through. They could get seriously injured, or heaven forbid, they could die. You'd never know. So this is a minimal pressure. This is a small pressure ridge. It's not very, very distinct. It's not risen up very much, but it is a little bit. There's a slight ridge, slight high rise here going down through the lake. As you can see, that's quite the crack. And it's starting to open up today. It's in the high 40s, almost 50 degrees right now in the sun. And it's starting to get soft and brittle in this crack, and there's water starting to come up through. And there's flowing water right here as the surface is melting and the water is pooling up and running. It's running right into this pressure ridge, and it's thawing it out even quicker, making it more unstable and unsafe. But this lake has buttoned up real solid. It's been extremely cold the last several weeks. Every night's been below freezing, and it's freezing up these cracks and all these pressure ridges and pressure cracks all through this lake. It buttoned it right up the last several weeks, and it's super solid. There's 14 inches of ice all through this lake. There's been a pickup truck all day long driving out here behind us. Over here. So it really comes down to really knowing your lake and your pond where you're going to go ice fishing. You either take a buddy with you that's grew up fishing that body of water, and they know where all the inlets and outlets and springs are and where the flowing water is. People that know that body of water are going to know where to stay away from. They're gonna know where the pressure ridges always form on that lake. Like here's a pressure. This is a perfect example. I'm with a guy that's been out here with a snowmobile and with other friends of his that he's gotten to know this body of water. He knows where it's safe. And our truck is parked almost a mile that way behind us. And he knew about this pressure ridge, but he said it was frozen solid. It's been cold enough to freeze it right up, and it's just a few inches wide. But in a lot of cases, in bigger bodies of water, where there's a lot of wind and a lot of thawing days, a lot of warm days like this, those pressure ridges can form real distinct. They can rise right up and be real big. There can be a lot of open water around that pressure ridge. It can be unstable and unsafe. And you just got to be extremely careful. You got to tread lightly near those pressure ridges. You just got to know that lake and pond. You got to trust it and pick your days accordingly. Like watch your weather. You want there to be a couple weeks of below freezing weather to really button up that lake to freeze those pressure ridges before you go across back and forth over those pressure ridges. Yeah, so that's quite the crack. And it looks really sketchy. I bet after tomorrow, after the driving rain and the 50-degree temperatures, this pressure ridge, this crack's gonna grow several inches after tomorrow. This could end up being 6 to 8 inches wide with gushing water, lake water coming up over it and running over this ice and thawing it out that much quicker. And the ice could end up sinking kind of from the weight of the water on top. It could end up pushing the ice down. And yeah, this is going to be extremely unsafe right through here after tomorrow. I mean, they're talking in the mid 50s, 2 inches of rain. This pressure ridge is going to really open up. It's going to be pretty sketchy right here. There's other guys fishing right on the pressure ridge, right down there behind me. There's another ice shanty and some four-wheelers and side-by-sides right over there. What happened? What happened? Oh, gust of wind musta. It could have went in the hole. Just leave it out, put it on the four-wheeler. Huh, interesting. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I almost lost my GoPro Max down the fishing hole. Okay, I'll be right there. So, yeah, you've got to watch out for these pressure ridges, everybody. Just be safe out there. There's 14 inches of ice here, but we're me and Ed are a couple hours north. Down south, where we're a little further south where we're from, there's only like 10 to 11 inches there. In some places, only 8 or 9 inches of ice. You just got to tread lightly, be safe. Just going forward after tomorrow, if you're from Maine, you want to stay clear of these pressure ridges. And just don't go anywhere unless you know that body of water, unless you know for sure there's enough ice. The edges are going to thaw out. You'll have to probably jump open water to get out onto the safe ice. You get a little canoe or some ramps or planks will help you do that. But just be safe out there, everybody. It's going to come off. The next 2 weeks are going to be extremely warm, a lot of rain. I think this might be mine and Ed's last day of safe ice fishing. If we do go ice fishing again, we're going to have to be extremely careful and pick our lake and pond accordingly and just hope that there's enough ice. All right, I gotta go fix my shelter. Ed doesn't know what he's doing.
So this was the coolest tactic. It's not what everybody does, but it's what a friend showed me, and I like the brutality of it, I guess. I don't know. So you take the bait. First thing you do is you just like kind of smash it on the ground, and then you go like that.
Really?
And then your bait looks like that.
Show it.
But then, so you got it smashed, but then you want to rip this gut cavity right open.
Ew.
Right? There you go. And then you pop that air bladder. Oh man, don't that taste bad? Funky.
You're disgusting. I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that either. See, and then you put this on here, just like I showed you with the other ones. You just get that.
And you're going right to bottom. Oh yeah, oh wow, it is real clear. Yeah, look at the ice here. There's no wonder the trucks were driving across. It's about 14 inches. Maybe a little, maybe more like a foot. But cool. I'll get you talking again on another one, just in case there's some other things you forgot to mention. Cool.
So the first ones, we smashed them to just kind of mangle them all up. This one, I'm going to kind of semi-fillet it. I'll lay it right down on the ice, and I'll go in beside here, about where his gut cavity is, and then just kind of slices him right open, and then it pops that. See that air bladder? That's the main thing you got to get. You pop that, or in that instance, I just ripped it right out.
Helps it sink.
That's going to help that go right to the bottom. Now he's going to leak juices, stomach, whatever.
And he's not dead.
And he's not dead. He's going to try to swim for quite a while. Oh shoot, we don't know bottom.
Oh nope, we don't. Let me get that out.
Yeah.
Get that fired up. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I farted. We're no bottom here in just a sec. Oh. 37, 38 feet. I think you're around 20. I think. Oh, there are schools of fish around.
Oh, yeah.
There is a lot of fish here.
There is. We're in a fishy area.
I think you're about there. Here, let's go back to... Let's find out.
I figure your line's going to go slack eventually.
There. You're...
I think I'm on bottom. Yep,
We'll bring it.
Bottom.
You think so?
Yep.
I think so. They'll show it on the... Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you were. There you are coming up.
That's bottom.
Yeah, see now watch it. See that line?
Yep.
And it's going... Yeah, you are. Maybe come in. I'd reel in a little bit. You're like dead bottom. Or is he swimming? Or do you let him swim some? Yeah, see you're about there. Sweet.
There you go.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks. There we are. Yeah.
Number 4, man.
Number 4.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Ed. Go for it.
Got one.
Do ya?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, he might
What?
have just spit it.
Did he?
I think so.
Oh yeah, right to your lighter line.
Oh, he took a lot of line.
They are. They're taking wicked line. Or I think we're doing something wrong. I think it's the hook, size of the hooks. Or no, I don't think it has nothing to do with that. Maybe it's the bait, size of the bait.
Oh.
What?
He's there.
Yeah?
We just caught on the ice.
He's there, you feel him?
Oh yeah. I'm bringing him in.
Nice.
Do you want to bring in your first laker? I've already caught one.
No, it's fine. I'll get my own.
Yes, you will.
I'll get my own.
Oh, it's a nice little one. Schooly.
There you go. Yeah, that's a nice one. Good job.
A little schooly. Gonna spit the hook. Come on, buddy. Give me that. Ouch! Ouch! You got teeth, asshole. You got teeth. Give me the hook. I don't want to kill you.
No, don't let them go yet. Hold them up. It's warm enough. Show them the other way. Oh, they're beautiful.
Isn't that a pretty fish?
Yeah.
Now that's a lake trout world.
That's what a lake trout looks
That's
like.
what a lake trout looks
Hold
like.
up. Show his good side.
His fins.
Cool. You can let him go whenever you're ready. You're gonna let him do it.
That's a keeper. Do you want to eat one?
No. I
No?
can keep. It's my turn to get one now.
It is.
There you go. Might splash. Good job. No, that was a nice fish.
Yeah, buddy. Woo!
Good job. Sweet.
Awesome.
Good job. Got a
Now
lot
to start
I gotta
dealing
put
with
that
this
one
mess.
back in.
Yeah, go get yours back in. They're coming now.
Nice.
See how much line he took out?
Oh, they're taking out a ton of
Oh, my
line.
word, do they swim?
Yeah.